Market regulator Sebi yesterday notified a new asset class between PMS or Portfolio Management Services and mutual funds and referred to it as Specialized Investment Fund or SIF. Now this SIF asset class will accept investments of 10 lakh rupees or more from investors across all investment categories. Let's understand this in detail with Kranthi Bathini, who joins us this morning. Kranthi, good morning. Lovely having you back here on News 9 Live. Help us understand, what is SIF? We know SIP. What is SIF and how is this likely to impact your life and mine?
Good morning, Karthik. Pleasure to interact with you always. From SIP, we are moving towards SIF. After the humongous participation from the retail investors in the last few years, number of investors in India has tremendously gone up unprecedentedly, and the numbers have keep on piling up. So there is a need of different kind of products for the requirements of the investors. One is, and the risk appetite of the investors also have been going up, and we witnessed the kind of retail participation, especially in the F&O market is concerned, where the regulators are quite concerned. So one hand, for the reach of every investors in India, we have mutual funds, and they have gained so much popularity. And look at the number of portfolios and number of the assets under management that has grown up drastically in the past 25 years. And the PMS also last few years have gained its popularity among the high net worth individuals. So one is for the retail as well as HNI investors, we have mutual funds which gain the popularity in India. The other hand, for the ultra HNI and the investors who can afford a specialized portfolio management services, PMS, above 50 lakh bracket. The PMS products are there. Earlier, I believe 5-6 years back,
right,
the PMS was available for the investment of 10 lakhs also.
Right.
But Sebi has restricted the PMS entry level to 50 lakhs. So there is a need for a specialized product for these kind of investors who can afford between the range of 10 to 25, this kind of range.
Right.
They don't have any specialized product. So Sebi has come up with a notification that there is a need for a kind of a requirement for these kind of specialized investment fund, which caters to the needs of the investors who are little bit risk appetite is very high, are moderate. For those kind of investors, these kind of funds are suitable.
Right.
Normally, in a typical mutual fund, what happens is the risk taking ability of a fund manager is limited. So these kind of funds, the fund house or the fund objective can be a little bit aggressive in terms of picking up the stocks, and having derivative products also can be included.
Right. So, Kranthi, just for more clarity on this, it's a very interesting, category which has been introduced by Sebi now. I want to understand, as a mutual fund investor, I can easily flock on to any, any of these beautiful fintech companies and their apps and purchase these mutual funds myself. However, for a PMS service, there is constant information and intervention of the portfolio manager, and it's a very, very specialized, very individualized sort of a service that I get. Now, in between the mutual fund and the PMS, this new SIF category, is this going to be very individualized, very specialized, or are there going to be AMCs who will roll out SIF products just like they roll out MFs? And hence, as an investor, how do I go and participate in this investment class?
I think with respect to the SIF is concerned, it's by and large works like a mutual fund, but the kind of risk profile or risk taking the fund objectives can be different when compared to the mutual funds are concerned. So the one thing is the objective can be changed, whereas in a mutual fund you can start with the 500 rupees. That's the minimum level one can start a mutual fund,
right,
whereas in SIF the entry level is
it'll be 10 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
But can I buy these SIFs off the shelf digitally or physically, or like a PMS, there is going to be somebody assigned who is going to help me make these investments?
By and large, it can be assigned to any kind of mutual fund distribution or fintech, because to gain the popularity, the fintech involvement or the distribution network should be quite strong. So by and large, it works like a mutual fund, but the risk profiling the fund objectives and the stock picking strategy can be by and large more aggressive when compared to the regular mutual fund process is concerned.